has in my life. So now we're going to move on to Genesis. Now, Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. For God created the heavens and the earth. And when you think about that, because I hear so many people, now I wish I brought that book home. I wish I brought it home so I can read it to y'all. But I don't have it. Maybe there's something in my book bag with one other, but I'll look in a minute. Anyway, God created the heavens and the earth. And I know a lot of people, evolutionists, are going to say something else, like how we evolved from monkeys. Last time I checked, you don't see me with a monkey face or monkey mouth. You don't see me getting on the floor and acting like a monkey. No, we don't do that. No. God created all the universe, the entire universe. Okay? And you know how I know? And you don't have to believe in this. But I hope you do because I'm about to prove every illusionist and history person wrong. Very wrong. And any public school who teaches that God didn't make the world or the universe, you're about to get wrong and you're about to be proven wrong as well. Because here's why. Everyone says that everything was made from the Big Bang. But here's the thing. Something can't come out of nothing. You can't have like for example, you can't have a remote and the next thing you know, bam, it just appears. That's not how it works. Someone would have to make this remote and say, okay, now go off to whoever. And for another example, for the Big Bang, you can't just have something and then out of nowhere, boom, that happens. You can't have that. Something or someone would have to put it all in. And if I had a crayon, I think, you know what? Hold on, and I'm gonna draw it too. I'm gonna draw it. Hold on. Now, you can't just have a blank page, and next thing you know, boom, something appears. You need something to put it into motion. You need something to be like, okay, I'm gonna have the solar system here, some stars everywhere, and, maybe some outer planets, some stars, and just everything else. You cannot say that just appeared out of nowhere. You need someone to make it like I'm doing, like this drawing. This drawing didn't just appear. I made it. I made it. So there's that example. You can't have the Big Bang out of nowhere. You would need someone to put it together. You would need something to make sure everything is right, and then the minute it's correct, you just do this. Now be. And there it is. That's why we say God created the heaven and the earth. And you know what? Let me get my Bible too, and that little book. You evolutionists and history people have nothing on the Bible or on God. Let me tell you something else. Did you know I have my Bible, but did you know that God made man? We didn't come from no chimpanzees. We didn't come from no monkey. You don't see me walking around like some ape on crack. You don't know. No. You don't see that. And you never will see that. But I can definitely tell you what the Bible says. Verse 25. Nope, verse 26 says, Then God said, Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have domain over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over the livestock, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth. And then 27, so God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him, male and female. He created them. Now, let me read that last part one more time. In the image of God, he created what? Male and female. Male and female. We And I was reading something, and I noticed that it said we are descendants from Adam. But who do you think made Adam? Who do you think made us? God did. God did. And if you ever saw a picture on Facebook, it was a picture of this baby. I had a hand on it during the ultrasound, and it had the hand of God, because God makes us in His image. He knew us before we were even a thought, and everything God made, He said was good. Let me read this last thing to you. God is the all powerful creator of the universe. God knows all, creates all, and is everywhere at all times of His creation.